everybody, welcome back to our vegan kitchen. This is our second try of filming this. The first time, our beautiful new puppy was too yappy.
Oh, Bowie!
So
and now he's tired.
Hopefully he'll cooperate right now because we've got a really great recipe for you for chicken noodle soup.
Oh yeah!
This is actually Lauren Toyota's recipe from Hot for Food. We switched it up a little bit, but the original recipe was her recipe, and we'll link that in the info box below. She did a really great job putting it together. We prefer soy curls, however, for our chicken substitute. So unfortunately, it was like almost the perfect storm again. I was down to the bottom of my 12-pound bag of soy curls, and it's coming tomorrow, the new 12-pound bag. So there's a little bit of dust in here, but it's not as much as I would normally use. I would probably do another 1.5 inches, you know, up in the bowl. I like a lot of soy in mine because I like it. So I also compensated by adding a few more extra carrots and a couple of extra ribs of celery. Onions the same, and the rest of the stuff is the same. And then I went to the store today to get the egg-free noodles. Got the wrong ones, so we're going to be having shells.
Works for
with
me.
Ours. It's funner though if you get the wide eggish noodles. There's one brand that's like an Amish brand or something that doesn't use any egg, and that's the one that we usually get, and it's never on sale, of course. The egg ones are always on sale for like 99. This one's always like $3.
Ugh.
I know. They give you less and you pay more. So let's get started because this is really simple. I'm going to throw this together in no time, and then when we're ready to eat dinner later, I'm just going to reheat it because you know what? The more times you reheat this, the better it tastes. It only gets better, baby. So I've already got some water that I've boiled over there. I like to do a little overkill with my chicken soy curls. I use this Orrington Farms chicken powder. It's vegan. It tastes like chicken. It's not as salty as your typical bouillon. So I'm just going to sprinkle like a tablespoon over my soy curls. Then I'm going to take my boiling water or boiled water and pour it over the soy curls. Almost to the top of the soy curls, just so that they can start to suck it up. And I do this without plain water. I like the flavored water because it locks the chicken flavor into the soy curls before it goes in the soup. Because it's like, if you just use plain water to hydrate these and then put it in the soup, you're not sucking in any more chicken water. So I like to get them while they're young. And get that chicken flavor in there. So this is just going to sit for a couple minutes until most of the water is sucked up. If it's not, don't worry about pouring it off. Just pour it into the soup because, I mean, it's chicken flavored water. So you don't have to worry about it. But let's just let that sit and we will be right back. All right, we're back, and you can see that it has sucked up almost all of the water, which is exactly what we wanted to happen. We're doubling the recipe. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is going to make an effing vat of soup. Alright, so we've got that on medium. I would put it a little bit higher, but this stove, this burner in particular, must be the wok burner. So I'm just putting a little bit of oil in. I know that's controversial. A lot of people don't like to cook with oil. You don't have to. You could saute this in water, but I do like a little bit of oil. I have very low cholesterol, so I think a little oil is okay in my case. Not that I have to justify it, but if you want oil, put oil. If you don't, don't. Alright, we're going to saute the quote-unquote chicken for just a couple of minutes, just to get a little bit of a brown crust on it. Do not walk away and leave this. It burns very quickly. Especially if you're using not a non-stick pan. So you're just going to want to see some brown, maybe on the bottom of the pan, on the chicken curls themselves, and we'll check back. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Alright, so you can see it's just starting to stick to the bottom.
Nice.
So that is when we want to not walk away. It's like that old magician show where they tell you the magician's secrets. At no time will the camera cut away. Do not walk away from this. You are married to this right now. So we got our onions in here. This is going to sweat off a little bit of liquid, so this is going to help it from sticking. We're also going to throw in our spices, which are salt and pepper, and the salt is sea salt. We've also got some basil, some thyme, and some sage. And in just maybe 30 seconds, we're going to add in a little bit of stock because we don't want the burning to go on too long.
Deglaze.
Yes, we're going to deglaze with a little bit of our veggie stock. Not a whole heck of a lot, just enough to keep it from burning. Just to make it sit up and take notice. Because you can see it's starting to, it's really starting to get stuck there.
I think you could put more.
And we don't want that. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're going to add a little bit more. And we're also going to add our garlic at this point too. And I already threw my measuring spoon in the sink, so you know what that means. We're just going to chuck it in.
Ah!
Sorry, did I get you?
I'm not sure.
Alright, well, you'll smell extra special.
Great.
So you can see the liquid is helping remove the stuck-on part on the bottom. So we're just going to let this cook for a few minutes just to soften up the onion a little bit. And then we're going to add our veggies. We've got tricolor carrots here, organic from California, delicious. These are so good. These are especially good, these light color ones in chicken soup because they taste very parsnippy. And when they cook, they caramelize a little bit, even if you just cook it in the soup, and it tastes phenomenal. And also when you cut up your celery, don't get rid of your leaves from the top of the celery. That gives so much flavor to the soup as well. So make sure you include the leaves in that as well. So that looks pretty good. I think we're gonna add our veggies now.
Ooh, those colors.
Right? This is so beautiful. This is gonna be a lovely dinner tonight. We've also got a nice fresh loaf of bread from the bakery.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna taste even better because it was on sale. And the loaf of bread that we would normally get is usually $4, and it was $2, so.
It's a party.
Yeah, it is. Also, this is gonna be like risotto right now. This is starting to heat up, so I'm just gonna keep trickling in my stock because the final ingredient besides the noodles is just the stock and the parsley. So the parsley goes in at the very end and the noodles go in once this comes up to a boil. So I want this to cook continuously, so I'm just going to add a little bit of stock at a time while this is cooking like this, so then I don't have to wait forever for it to come to a boil. So I have to do 4 of these, so
See ya.
I'm gonna be here for a few minutes. Alright, so this is just coming up to the boil now. As soon as I get a nice rolling boil on this, I'm gonna turn it down to low or to simmer and let that go to work for like 20 minutes or until the carrots are tender. So then, since I'm not eating this till later, I'm gonna pick this up later. It's going to be 1 second for you guys. It's going to be a few hours for me. But if you're eating this like right now as you're cooking it, at that point you would add the box of macaroni and cook it for, I don't know, probably like 12 minutes until the macaroni's done. And then you throw the parsley on top because you're fancy. So we'll just pick it up in 1 second. Alright, we're planning on eating soon, so I reheated the soup. It's just coming to a boil now, so I'm going to put the box of pasta in. I'm going to give it a stir. I'm going to let it cook about 10 to 12 minutes, And then I'm gonna turn the heat off and put this little bowl of pasta in. I'm gonna put that little bowl of parsley in, and then I'll be ready to serve it. There's how it turned out.
Looks gorgeous.
It's blazing hot, but you know what? You've already tasted it before.
Oh yeah, I've tasted this and I love it. And I stand by it. And
Stand by your soup.
yeah.
And thank you, Lauren Toyota. So
Yeah, and thank you, Mom, for making this beautiful meal.
you're welcome. So I hope you guys give it a shot. The link to the original recipe will be in the info box, so check it out. And
Let us know if you try it.
yeah, let us know if you try it. Subscribe for more. Smash that like button.
And if you have any recipes that you want to see us do,
Yeah, we do have a stockpile that people have requested already, but if you'd like us to add it to
always
the list.
looking for suggestions.
Exactly. If you want to see us make something veganized that is not vegan, we'll give it a shot.
Oh.
Yeah!
All right.
Till next time, much love.